Hi, I am going to talk to you today about why realtors fail when they first get into the business. And this is a topic that most people do not like to talk about because they only want to know that they're not going to fail. But I am here to just kind of chat with you, potential realtors or realtors that have, or people that have an interest of being a realtor and not really fully aware of what it takes to be a realtor. You have to make sure it fits with your personality first. You have to make sure that there are certain characteristics within you that fall in line with being a realtor so that you don't waste your time or your money. In case you didn't know, my name is Deanna Reinhardt. I own a real estate brokerage in Columbus, Ohio. I've written 6 books. Um, so I am an author of 6 books. I am also a CEO of Bossed Up Entrepreneurs, where I help companies and entrepreneurs increase their revenue and expand and create awareness for their businesses. So now that you know who I am, let's get to the topic, which is why most real estate agents fail. Most agents fail within the first 2 to 5 years of becoming an agent because they go into it under a false understanding of the real estate game, or they have this kind of fairy tale view of what a real estate agent is. Uh, so, so the first thing that I want to say is the most difficult or the most challenging for a individual going into the real estate industry, especially after being in the corporate world or just the being an employee period, is the fact that you have to be self motivated and you have to hustle. I mean, homes do not come out the sky. Um, Workshops do not come out the sky. You really have to hustle. And so you have to be self driven. You have to be self motivated. You have to believe in yourself and you have to really want it. And it has to be continuous and forever. So that is something that I think most individuals miss when they first get into the real estate industry. Yes, you can make 6 figures probably within the first 2 years. However, you must hustle for that 6 figure. It just doesn't come to you out the sky. So if anyone tells you that being a real estate agent is not work, that is definitely not true. It is work, it is hustle, it's being self motivated, but it is definitely being in control of your own destiny. So instead of someone telling you today or tomorrow, here's your slip, your pink slip, and you're out of here, unless you give yourself that pink slip, you're in business. Next, I will say, will be studying your craft. Most people do not study what they are doing. So, and that's in any industry, to be honest. But in real estate, you really have to know your market. You have to, and in that, you need to know your taxes in different areas. And you don't have to know it by memory, but you have to have the resources and know where to go to get it. And it has to be on tap for a buyer. You have to know your market as far as even the buyers and the sellers. For example, there are different buyers in this industry. There's financial buyers, there's emotional buyers, there you know just different type of buyers in this market, and you need to understand that so that you know how to react to that. Practical buyers are buyers that they basically want to buy a house based on how it works for their family. Is it close to school? Is it close to work? Um, is it, do I have enough space? These are practical buyers. Financial buyers do not care about the space. They may even be an investor. Emotional buyers care about the windows and they care about, um, oh my God, the floors are so beautiful and things like that. So you have to know what type of buyer you're dealing with, understanding the market, understanding the people that you're going to be dealing with, understanding the markets, the taxes, the city you're in, where the freeways are. Um, you know, you just have to know, be very well rounded of the industry. Another thing outside of that, in knowing your business, you need to be able to network and connect with people and get your name out, and make sure you know who's in the business and who does what, so that you understand that side of the business, and where to get your information from when it comes to individuals in the industry. So it's a lot to it. A lot of this ties into your brokerage as well. So you have to know which brokerage works for you. Big brokerages are great and they can help you in many ways, but you have to know what works for your personality and where you as a realtor will grow, because the brokerage growing is great, but if you're not growing, or if you don't fit in with that brokerage, then it doesn't work for you. It works for them. So go to a brokerage, make sure you're at a brokerage that works for you, that encourages and helps you to grow in the industry, so that you can be an effective, powerful, with value type of agent. Another thing, you have to know the trends and the things that are going on in the market. So just make sure that you're aware of the industry. Your knowledge is up to par. You're studying your craft, and you are actually loving what you are doing. Um, you know, having a mentor is great for that, because having a mentor keeps you motivated. It keeps you on top of your game. It keeps your interest in the business. So I highly suggest that you have a mentor when you're running your own business. And when you're in the real estate industry, yeah, people say all the time, oh, well, you don't have to be a real estate agent to sell houses. You don't have to be a real estate agent to buy and sell houses. No, you don't. It depends on what type of what part of the industry you want to be in. If you want to be an investor, that's one thing. No, you don't have to be an agent to be an investor. But you do have to be an agent if you want to represent a buyer or represent a seller. There are wholesalers out there, things of that nature, but we are talking something completely different. So it just depends on which way you want to enter into the industry as to whether or not you have to be licensed. So yes, as a real estate agent, you can open up your own property management company, but you definitely need to make sure you run that by your broker, because those things do have to be intertwined. So please make sure that you are keeping your broker in the mix when it comes to that. Also, speaking engagements. This is where people fail to be creative in their business, because you have to be creative in your business in order to grow as a realtor or a business owner. So being a real estate agent is not just selling homes. It is public speaking. It is workshops. It is networking. It is buying and selling homes, representing buyers and sellers. It is commercial property. It is property management. It's a lot. So people fail, agents fail because they fail to be creative in their business. They stick to buyers and sellers when there are so many other facets of the business that you can tap into to be able to grow your business without ever selling a house. So I would charge you to definitely study different ways that you can grow your business and your revenue outside of selling homes. So I hope this video was helpful. Again, my name is Deanna Reinhardt. My company is Reinhardt and Associates. I also run a entrepreneur business, Bossed Up Entrepreneurs. If you have any questions, please leave your comments or questions below. Subscribe and like if you like the video. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. And to my potential agents, keep your interest into prepping yourself prior to taking the exam, because once you take the exam, it is lights, camera, action, and you need to be already up to speed on what you need to do before you take the test. Good luck, and I wish you well. God bless.